Another game that brings back a lot of memories, right? So I present to you my second LP. I started a new LP because, as you know, my Final Fantasy VI videos are a bit messed up because of my computer, and I felt like I should make you discover a new game. Well, a new game. It's kind of old, just like the other one, but if you haven't played this, I feel bad for you because even if it's a bit childish, I gotta admit that to you, the gameplay is extremely fun. And honestly, if you want to try it, go ahead. You won't be disappointed, I think. Um, Also, this game has a lot of, how could I say? Well, there's a lot of technicalities that you would not expect from such a childish game, if you allow me to say it like that. Because, well, I think I'm going to explain it to you along the way instead of, throwing everything in your face like that. So while this douche here introduces himself, I'm going to explain to you how base stats in Pokemon works. You see, a base stat basically tells you if a Pokemon is strong or weak. If a Pokemon has in a stat less than 65 points, it means it's crappy. Do not expect him to be amazing in that department. Between 65 and 75, it's okay. It can do the job, but it won't be, a superb one. Between 75 and 80, it's a good Pokemon. It doesn't stand out of the rest, but still, it will do a decent job. Between 90 and 100, it's a good, but I mean great Pokemon. You will really be useful and you can rely on this for about anything you want to do in that department. And if it's over 100, that Pokemon is a beast in that stat, and it means if you want, let's say, an attacker and it has over 100 in attack base stats, you will be served. This will be an extremely powerful guy. I'll show you the base stats of the Pokemon we meet and their evolution so you can evaluate them yourself. But unfortunately for us, there's not a lot of good Pokemon in the beginning of the game. I mean, they are all piece of craps. But even so, I might pick one. Why, you wonder? Because I don't want to make a team of overused Pokemon and all. I want an original team that can still do the job. And yeah, that's why I will go with sometimes weird choices, but you'll see they're still usable. I'm not going to pick a useless crap with useless moves just for the fun of it. And yeah, that's all I had to say about this while our mother here explains us how a phone works. I'm sorry, but I think I know how the phone works. I mean, I use it every day. You see that guy here? We won't bother with him now. Yannick, there you are. I needed to ask you a favor. I have an acquaintance called Mr. Pokemon. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discovery. My god, what a weird accent I gave him. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying that this time it's real. It is intriguing, but we're busy with our research Pokemon research. Could you look into it for us? I'll give you a Pokemon for a partner. They're all rare Pokemon that we just found. Go on, pick one. So we have the choice between 3 starters. Here is Totodile. It's a water Pokemon that is incredibly good in physical and attack and defense. Here we have a grass Pokemon who is good in both defenses, very bulky. And here is my little favorite, Cyndaquil, who is extremely offensive. If you played the first generation, Cyndaquil has almost the same stats as Charizard, so if you love Charizard, you should love this guy as well. And Totodile looks a bit like Blastoise from the first one, except his special defense is lower, but it has more attack. And Chikorita is a bit like the Venusaur, except it doesn't have a second type like Venusaur had in the previous game. So now we get the phone number of Professor Elm, and here he gives us a potion. Not very good, but always useful in the beginning of the game. So now our adventure finally starts. So when you are on the road like this, wild Pokemon can appear in the tall grass like that. First step up. So here is a Rattata. Here is his base stats like I explained later. As you can see, not an extremely good Pokemon overall. It has a good speed, decent attack, but the rest just plain sucks, seriously. So if you really want to pick one, you might, but it will later be totally outclassed by some of the other normal types you will find. So yeah, in my own opinion, skip on this one, but you're the master of your own boat. There's also 2 Pokemon we won't see in this LP because I've started in the night and they mainly appear during the day. The first one is Sentry. Sentry is basically another Rattata. Not very good stats, not very good moves either. And there's Pidgey, and well, I'll talk about Hoot since it appeared right in front of me. Hoot is a weird Pokemon. Usually bird Pokemons are fast and kind of aggressive. This one is not really like that. It is a lot more defensive. Its evolution Noctowl, as you could see in the note I gave you. It is a lot more defensive. It has tons of HP, a nice special defense. I might pick one, but I'm not sure yet. I'll think about it during the next part. Because yeah, like I said, I want to use Pokemon that are not necessarily overused, just to show that they can be usable. And also, now that I have the time, I'll talk about the last Pokemon that is here. It is Pidgey. Pidgey is not exactly a good Pokemon. It evolves into Pidgeot at level 36, which is a bit late, I think. But the stats overall are just okay. I mean, overall it's an okay Pokemon, but don't expect it to shine against a lot of things. Because all the stats are just, you know, okay. And yeah, that's about it. In fact, it's an okay Pokemon. I guess you could pick one if you want a decent flying type early in the game, but that's really not the best that is around. And now we're taking care of that Hoot. And you probably noticed earlier that I removed an item from my Cyndaquil. Your starter will start with a berry that recovers 10 HP. And let me use a potion here. Yeah, so keep those berries because there's a side quest later on that will requires you to give a lot of berries. I think you need 8, so you better start, you know, collecting them. Because the reward is far from being bad. Well, if you play on an emulator, it's not that great, but if you play on a console, you know, like me, I have the game on the Game Boy Advance. Well, it's a Game Boy Color game, but I play on my GB. Anyway, all that to say, if you can go to that place I'm talking about every day, you will get a strong healing item for very cheap. And I'm going to leave it at that for now. But like I said, keep your berries. So when you see a tree like this, there's usually a berry in those. A berry or an apricorn or whatever. Apricorns, I will talk about these later when we get into the town that we will use them.
A rookie trainer, I hate you. That's okay, everyone is a rookie at some point. If you'd like, I can teach you a few things. Okay then, follow me.
So we'll basically teach you that a Pokemon Center is like an hospital for Pokemon. You can heal your party here for free. So don't be scared to abuse them. Because yeah, they're free. And this is a Pokemon Mart. Here you will buy all the items and Pokeballs you need to catch on or heal your Pokemon. Route 30, it's where we need to go. And we will go there in the next part. But let's continue our tour. And here is the stage. Yeah. And as you can see, oh, he just made a great wordplay here. So yeah, like animals, you can find different Pokemon in different areas. So that's all there is to say about water, except that you can't go on the water yet. And for completing this little tour, you get a town map. Is it? No, it's not a town map. Well, whatever. It's a map that will allow you to see the world. So this is what Johto region looks like, and here's our phone. Allow me to go to the Pokemon Center real quick. I will heal my Cyndaquil, and I think I'm going to end this stuff here because, as you might know if you watched my Final Fantasy VI LP, my computer sucks at handling longer videos. So I hope you like the new adventure so far. I hope you'll stick with me longer. So if you like, please like, subscribe and comment. And I'll see you guys in the next part. See ya!